This video demonstrates a piece that I composed for Bourbon Street. It's called Opulence. It was inspired by a drumming video that I saw on YouTube. So this guy started off with a 9 by 8 beat and then gradually went on to an 8 by 8, then to a 7 by 8, and he went down all the way to a, I don't know, 3 by 8 or something like that, and then he went back up again to a 9 by 8 without a break. So I wanted to try out something on those lines. I came up with a set of chords that would form the backbone of the track, and I presented it to Fidel, who's my bassist. We initially tried to come up with a solo on this thing. I didn't know where it was headed. I just wanted to use this idea, but it was all messy to fit one scale over all these chords or even play multiple scales. So we decided to break it down into 3 chunks, and then um, based on the different timings there, and then we thought, why don't we fit in different scales to these different chunks, and then we decided to use some Carnatic elements, and so I guess that makes this piece a progressive Carnatic piece. The first chunk of this piece has 2 chords. It's basically a B major and an A major, but I also play the open E and B strings along with this. All the chords that I've mentioned, I've written it down here. I play them in the same way. I make sure that the lowest E and the 5th and 6th strings are played open along with it. They follow the 7 by 8 time signature. The next chunk follows a 6 by 8 time signature, and we play a G and F sharp, and then the third chunk we employ the E and F sharp chords, and this is like a 14 by 8, I guess, or you could break it down as 2 sets of 5 by 8 and a 4 by 8. So when we play the motif, we just play A, B and C together, and then there's small variations here and there. You should be able to figure it out when you listen to the track. And then what we do is we play the 7 by 8 repeatedly, and the keyboardist solos on it. And then we switch to the 6 by 8 and keep, we stay on that, and our bassist solos on that, and then I solo on the third part. And then we come back to the motif, which is A, B and C in succession, and we end. Now as far as the scales are concerned, we just try to fit in some scales which will match these chords, and we try to keep rooted at E because the Adara Shadja and all that stuff. Anyways, we found that the major scale suited the first chunk, but then we're all bored of the major scale, so we decided to drop a couple of notes from it, and we dropped the 3rd and 6th note from the major scale, and well, there's no equivalent Carnatic scale for that as far as I know, so I don't know what you can call it, but that's what we employ. For the second part, the Raga Kiravani seemed to fit in well, but it has to be rooted on B so that it matches these 2 chords, and that's what Fidel solos on. And for the third part, I solo on Kalyani. I noticed that if you have chords like this, which are separated by major chords which are separated by one whole note or tone, the Lydian mode kind of falls in place. So if you have E and F sharp, E Lydian works well. If you have A and B, A Lydian works well. That's pretty much the breakdown. I'll demonstrate the different pieces on or chunks on the guitar, and then you can listen to the track. Hope you enjoy it.